Hi everyone, Meester here. I am doing this video because over the last little while I've been getting lots of requests from people to tell me a little bit more about my life as a Stella Dot stylist, how I got started, how I've grown my team, and just what it means for me and my family. And I wanted to share that with you. It is an amazing sign up special month this month in June where you get $500 worth of product for a $199 investment plus your business in a box, which is just incredible. And the timing really couldn't be better with the future of fashion and where Stella and Dot are headed in the next little while. So just a little bit about me and how I got started. So like I said, I have been a stylist for just over 4 years. I started when my little guy was just about 8 months old. I was on maternity leave from my corporate HR manager job, and I was kind of just like looking for something different in my life. I knew that I was probably going to stay at home with my little guy. We had some fertility issues, and I was just kind of going through one of those life moments where I realized I wanted to be present and I wanted to be with him, and I was kind of done with the corporate bump and grind, and I wanted something different in my life. So I had hosted a Stella Dot party for a friend a couple months before, kept finding myself back on the website, looking at the product, falling in love with everything, wanting everything that they had to offer. But obviously, being on maternity leave, I didn't have the funds to do that. And it just so happened that I kind of scrolled down and came across this, join now for $199. And it was a sign up special month like it is this month. And I kind of was like, that's very intriguing. Like, I want to know a little bit more about that. And I actually reached out to the girl that I joined under because I had no idea what it was all about. I actually asked her, like, do you make money or is this just like free product? And she was like, no, I make money. So I was like, ooh, maybe this is something that I can do while I stay at home with my little guy, so that I have some me time. I have some adult conversations, and of course, free and discounted jewelry, which was, clearly what initially, brought me to Stella Dot. So, the more I thought about it, the more I was thinking, this is really a no-brainer. Like, what do I have to lose? I'm probably going to spend the $199 on jewelry over the next little while anyway. Why not make it something for myself? Have something that I can do while, I stay at home with my little guy and have some guiltless mom's night out and have some extra spending cash. We were taking a big cut in like our family finances with me giving up a corporate salary. So, I joined. I did it on a whim. I remember getting my, my business in a box and being so excited. I had all these gorgeous jewels to wear. And initially, I hadn't really planned to do a whole lot with it aside from just have it for me and have some, beautiful product to wear and maybe get out once in a while. And I just quickly started to realize how amazing it was. And it, to me, very quickly became so much more than what I had initially enrolled for. I was making this extra cash and I was selling to people on the go, and I was meeting new friends by, getting out there and booking some fun in-home style sessions with some friends. Then I met other friends who loved the product, and it just was like, it became like almost a networking tool for me and meeting new people and getting myself out there and, not just being home with the kiddo all the time. Not to say I didn't love that, because that's one of the things I love about this gig is that for the last almost 4.5 years, I guess, my little guy's 5 now, I've been able to be at home and stay with him and be present for those special moments and bring him to his swimming lessons and his gymnastic lessons and his soccer and get groceries with him. And it's just been so incredible for my family. So I guess, in the beginning I was just kind of doing it more casually. As I started to get into it more, I realized I could really make something of this. Like, I could actually make this a career and, really ramp this up. So about 6 months into Stella Dot, my upline, Gina, reached out to me and, just kind of wanted to talk to me a little bit about the fact that I was, doing so well in my early days. Wondered if I had even thought about growing a team, which honestly at the time I hadn't. And, had it not been for her, I'm not sure I would have taken that step. So that little bit of encouragement and, support from my upline was amazing. And it just, kind of got me thinking, why wouldn't I share this with people? It's amazing. It has, brought so much value to my family's life. Maybe there's other people out there who could use a bit of extra cash, or maybe need a few nights out, or want something just for themselves. So I started sharing, and I started wearing it loud and proud and talking more about what it was I did and why I loved it so much and why I thought you might like it too. And I started to grow my team within 6 months into the business. About, say, 10 months into the business or 9 months into the business, I earned a trip for myself to an all-inclusive resort in Punta Cana. And that was a bit of a turning point for me. I realized, wow, this really is something. Like, I've just been doing something I love, something I'm passionate about, and I'm like getting these rewards. And I mean, not to mention these incredible paychecks were starting to come in because I was growing my team. That was October of 2014. By December of 2014, I earned the trip for myself and my hubby, so an all expenses paid trip for two. And that was really like an eye opener. It was like, wow, I did this, not even a year into this business. I looked at it first when I started, the incentive was announced, thinking that's not for me, that's for everybody else. These are for the top leaders in the company. And I quickly realized, that is not true. This is for me. This is for anybody who wants to work it and who enjoys it and loves what they do. So since then, I have earned 4 all expense paid trips for 2 to various beautiful locations around the world. We're working on a trip to Hawaii right now. So yes, you can come with me. It is amazing. It's just getting started. Beyond that, I've gained so many amazing friends and mentors. The community that surrounds us is absolutely amazing. I mean, I have some of my very best friends who are Stella Dot stylists with me. I've learned from others. I get to mentor people and help them design a life they love, and maybe, help out with family finances, getting, maybe braces for a kid, or maybe it's paying for those soccer lessons or a kitchen remodel. We have, 80% of our stylists who work another full-time or part-time gig. So this is not just for a stay-at-home mom like me. This is for everybody. And it has been life-changing for many people on my team. Just, life-changing from the fact of financial life-changing, but also from a growth and confidence and personal development perspective. I've seen women jump in, who are very, very self-conscious, who face their fears, started to grow some confidence and really feel good in their own skin because of Stella Dot. And to me, that is amazing. That has been such a huge part of it for me. Something else that has been, a great piece of this gig for me over the last 4.5 years is the way I have been able to impact my community, to give back to organizations and people who are near and dear to my heart. Fundraising has been a massive part of my journey, and it will continue to be an even bigger part. I've been partnering with people who I would never have known if it hadn't been for Stella Dot, and have become really great friends with some of these people. I've been able to give back to the tune of probably well over $10,000 in the last 4 years, and continue to make a huge impact on different organizations, in particular to the Autism Society of Newfoundland and Labrador, where I live, in honor of my nephew Sam, who has autism. And that is what fills this right here for me. So if you're someone who loves giving back, or you want to give back, but physically you just can't, you don't, we all don't have that extra cash flow floating around. This is an incredible way to do amazing things. And it has been something that has just filled my cup so much since I joined. So if you're someone who's sitting there and you're thinking about, what this can do for you, This can be anything you want it to be. It is completely flexible. There are no minimums. It is a very small investment, $199. You're getting $500 in jewels right away, accessories, and apparel now, and with the opportunity to earn so much more than that, through our amazing Jumpstart program in your first 60 days, and then making an impact from a cash perspective and a financial perspective on you and your family. You make it what you want it to be. If you're someone who wants to go for those trips, go for it. If you're someone who just wants a little fashion fix and some great discount on jewelry and accessories and apparel, go for it. It can be whatever you want it to be. You write your own story, and the fashion sense in this company is incredible. It is, second to none. And the future of fashion is just huge right now from a retail perspective and from the model that Stella Dot represents. So I'm super excited about the future. I cannot wait to grow my team even further internationally, and I want you to be part of it. If you have any questions, by all means, reach out to me. I'm going to put a link in the comments for you to check out more information on how you become a stylist, and I hope that you're the next person that joins my team. Bye, everybody.